Question 5 of the 2017 DEB was a pattern or an arithmetic sequence question. So they gave you a pattern, they gave you 3 patterns, and they asked you to draw the 4th. So how you're going to draw the 4th is you count the boxes, and this one had 4, this one has 6 on the bottom, this one has 8. So when you're drawing it, you're going to draw 10. And going up, it had 2, it had 3, it had 4. So you're going to draw 5. Okay? So, and you draw it in here using rulers. Part B, it says complete the table. So after you have drawn it, you count your boxes. So in your first pattern, you had 5 boxes. In your second pattern, you had 8 boxes. In the third one, you had 11 boxes. So it's going up in an arithmetic pattern. So what you're meant to copy is the difference between 5 and 8 is 3. The difference between 8 and 11 is 3. So that means the difference between 11 and the next one had to be 3. So that was 14. Next one is add another 3, which is 17, and add another one, which is 20. You could have also counted your next pattern and worked that out. Right, part 2, it asks you to find in terms of n a formula for the number of tiles in the nth pattern of a sequence. So it's an arithmetic sequence in series, and you want to find the number of terms in the nth pattern. So what you're basically going to do is, you know from arithmetic sequence in series, A is the first term. So A is the amount of tiles used in the first pattern, which is 5. So A is T1, which is 5. Your D, which is your difference, is T2 take away T1. So your second term take away your first. So you have 8 take away 5, which is 3. You could also, if you wanted, said 11 take away 8, which was also 3. And then you write down the arithmetic sequence formula from the log tables and plug in your values. So you go 5 plus n minus 1 bracket 3, multiply it out. So you get 5 plus 3n minus 3, tidy it up so you get 3n plus 2. So that is your general formula for working out how many tiles you need. It then asks you to use your formula or otherwise. So if you wanted, you could count out 40 patterns, but the easiest is using your formula. So work out how many tiles were in the 40th pattern. So you're working out T40. So you write down what you'd said Tn was equal to. And this time you're plugging 40 in instead of your n. So you're getting 3 times 40 plus 2. So you're getting 120 and 2. So in the 40th pattern, you need 122 tiles. The next part, it asks you to find the total number of tiles used in the first 40 patterns. So we know in the 40th pattern we needed 122 tiles, but we want to know how many we need to make 40 patterns. So in terms of that, you are not using the Tn formula, you're using your Sn formula. So the Sn formula, again, you get it in the log tables, and you just plug in the values. So n in this case was 40. Your A was your first term. Your D was your difference, which was 3. So you just plug in all the values, multiply it out, and when you do that, you get 2,540. So you need 2,540 to make 40 of those patterns.